What is up, everybody? We are here tonight to begin a brand new reaction to the anime series. I don't even know if we want to try pronouncing this, but Jaadugar, a witch in Mongolia. So yeah, this is a show that just premiered with this new anime season. We've had this on our tentative watch list, even though I know very little about it. Of course, the word Mongolia is in the title, so it is probably set in Mongolia, and I've always kind of had an interest in the country of Mongolia, but I still don't know that much about it at all. So it's always whenever there's a piece of media that comes around that gives them some exposure, I usually have an interest. The last thing I saw relating to Mongolia at all, I think, was probably that Physical Asia reality TV series where Team Mongolia was like one of the finalist teams, I think. And I even watched like the spin-off episodes afterwards. That was just kind of like reality TV again, following the athletes back to their lives in Mongolia and how popular they got from that and whatnot. But yeah, I think I did read somewhere here that the Mongolian country might be the bad guys in this story. So maybe we'll have to change our expectations a bit there. But yeah, this is also a show that is, it of course looks very unique if you've seen any promo pictures or the trailer, but it's done by Studio Science Saru, which is one of the, I would say one of the best, most consistent studios working today. They did Dan to Dan. I think they're doing the Ghost in the Shell show too this season, so it's pretty crazy. They have two shows this season, even though they're kind of more few and far between productions that are quality, but hopefully both of these will be very good. I'm kind of blanking on some other shows they've done. I think, did they do the Hands Off Isaacin show as well? And they have other ones, but I'm just kind of blanking right now. But yeah, they're a really solid studio. The works that they choose to adapt are usually quite solid as well, and this one is looking to be quite unique. I think it's published in a shoujo magazine, but the premise, from what I read, is pretty mature, pretty adventurous in terms of like war going on, and the witches in the title as well. I think something about getting revenge. So this is going to be interesting. That is all we know pretty much. So we're going to jump into this now. This first episode is entitled All That Is in the Heavens and All That Is in the Earth, which is a mouthful and very poetic sounding. So yeah, without further ado, here we go. I'm pressing play in 3, 2, 1. Well, right off the bat, long ago, scholars used geometry to learn the size and scope of the Earth for the first time. It is also possible to use geometry to determine the size and scope of the fate we hold in our hands. How philosophical! This is the story of a witch who made a vast continent her plaything. Interesting. I haven't really gotten a look of how this show looks like overall. Like, I've seen some pretty abstract visuals, but I'm not sure if that was just like the promo pics themselves or the consistent look throughout the show. So let's get a look here. It's definitely like it's almost like transcending the feel of anime that you usually assume from Japanese animation. Like, this looks like it could be like an animated nomination at the Oscars or something. And they got the font of the Japanese credits here looking very, I don't want to show off my ignorance. I don't even know what kind of script style that would be, but yeah, it obviously is supposed to look more like whatever setting this is, that it almost is hard to read as Japanese. That's English right there, but I can barely read that too. Able something? Okay, 1213 Eastern Iran. All that is in the heavens and all that is in the earth. Whoa, are those red macaronis? Red macaroni? Oh, we got a blonde-haired woman here. I'm not sure if that's supposed to stand out or not.
そうね。まず今日はお導きがあっていい奴隷が見つかるといいのだけれど、あなたほどでなくてもね。
A fine slave. Interesting. So is the blonde woman a slave too? Because you just said not as fine as you or whatever. This is kind of reminding me of Fatima.
でも今一番困っているのは
お掃除です。
Cleaning,
あ
we
の
need
広いお
cleaning.
屋敷を私だけでは。
Okay, so yeah, I'm assuming this blonde
まだ
lady's a
亡くな
slave
った夫
too.
の遺品整理も終わってなくて。
Late husband. Yeah, like I was saying, this kind of reminds me of
アニースと申します。掃除は何を捨てるかではなく、
Tezuka's
何を
art
残したい
style.
か。美しく整った毎日をお約束しますよ。
I just watched the Phoenix Eden 17 anime too. That one has kind of more of a modern art style, but you can still get a sense of like classic
もう少し安くできない？
manga character designs.
特別に
Oh, half! He went down! I'm not gonna lie, he went down a lot for the first push. Maybe that's part of his trickery. Maybe he's trying to sell her faulty goods.
ほら教えた
Wait, what is he going? What's going on? Is he offering her this person instead?
先日入った娘でしたらです
Stara.
名前がお星様なんて素敵ね。
おほんちょっと恥ずかしがり屋ですが、この通り笑った顔が可愛いもんで、
She doesn't
声をつけさ
seem
せたら高貴な方のそば使いになろうかと
she
思い
doesn't
ま
seem that
して
traumatized for someone who's being sold off as a slave.
ファティマ奥様
Is this all part of an act or
あなた様
something?
の家は学者の家系で、特にムハンマド坊ちゃんはこのトゥースでも有名な秀才です。お宅で学んだといえば箔がつく。この子をしばらく預かっちゃもらえませんかね。
Well, I'm not gonna lie, the blonde lady too acts pretty
え
cordial to her master, even though she's maybe a slave too,
お願い。
probably.
この家ではもう兄さんしか教師の資格を持って
And
ない
they're
の。
like
私
educating.
は夫の夢中でよそに知り合いもいないし、それに奴隷だろうと誰だろうと。
Oh, seeking knowledge is the duty of every Muslim. Interesting.
まあね学問の基本は読書だ。正しくクルアーンを発音することが第一歩だよ。僕の真似をして声を出してごらん。
It's quite surreal to be hearing these topics
慈愛あまねきアッラーの
said
皆に
in
おいて
Japanese language.
君の番だよ。ほら
She hasn't said a single word to them, so like, yo, has she been brainwashed to just smile or something?
何を教えても笑ってばかりで学ぶ気がないんだ。
でも預かると約束を。
Oh my gosh, it's getting almost kind of creepy or sad.
ごめんなさい。
Imagining that the slaver like beat that into her, that response.
迎えに来てもらうわ。少し待っててね。
アクマドさんのお店だね。私が行こう。
Is that why he charged half price? Is he gone now? Oh. Oh wait, we did see her running earlier. She had like a lot more agency, it seemed, earlier, so yeah. So yeah, it makes sense that she actually is smart. So that was all just an act on her behalf, not the slaver's behalf. But that's interesting though, because she kind of saw that they were, I mean, their estate is obviously pretty damn big. They were willing to teach her, but she still wants to run off. Does she think she's gonna escape the system of slavery overall, or does she think that she can get a better buyer? Her voice actress sounds really young too.
特にムハンマド坊ちゃんはこのトゥースでも有名な秀才
Okay,
です。
she's remembering that line for some reason, for whatever reason.
あ、君ダメじゃないか。女性が髪も隠さずに男の前に出るなんて。
いいのよ。私まだ子供だもん。
近いよ。
それにあなただってまだ子供に見えるわ。ムハンマド坊ちゃん。
そもそも君誰？
私は
Oh, she remembered that was his
探してる
name.
よ。急にいなくなって。
お庭のバラが綺麗で。
Oh, she's
その子出
talking.
口探してたよ。
She just outed her speech to.
まったく逃げ出そうだなんて。
まあまあ、もうすぐ兄さんがアフマドさんを連れてきます。ごめんね。帰りたかったんでしょ。
の人のところじゃない。母さんと暮らしてたさ。旦那様は私を売っちゃった。
それはあなたの家じゃないでしょ。
Damn, callous.
帰る家が欲しければいい主人に買ってもらえるよう勉強しなきゃ。
じゃあ絶対勉強しない。勉強嫌。可愛い顔ももうしない。値段が高くなるもん。そしたら勉強したらもっとずっと遠くに振られちゃうんだ。もう知らないところに行くのは
ねえ君、したらと言ったっけ？そんな理由でうちへ学びに来ていたの？僕と君とじゃ状況も違うんだろうけど。
What the hell? Why is this little kid so freaking worldly
大きいや
and
つね。
mature?
ちょっとおいで。
Dude's like achieved enlightenment already.
どこへ牧場。
So is he the son
これ
of
でいかがでしょう。
うん、ありがとう。
the woman who bought her? Is that the
今から
default
これを庭
assumption?
に落とすね。
What is going on?
あの坊ちゃ
Is
ん。
he just trying to like exhibit some kind of beautiful science exhibition demo to her so that she'll be interested in studying? At first I thought he was maybe gonna play a prank on someone to make her laugh or something, but
雷でも落ちたの？
敵が攻めてきたんじゃないか。野蛮な遊牧民とか。
this kind of behavior too, it makes me think of it's more like a Disney movie with
み
these
ん
kind
な
of
慌てちゃ
like
って。
comic relief
いたずらが
moments.
過ぎます。
ところで君たちはどうしてそんなに冷静なの？
Because I
そりゃだ
knew,
って
because we knew.
落ちると分かって耳を塞いだくらいです。
つまり君たちは大きな音がするという未来を予測して適切に対処したということだね。
はあ、まあそうです。
勉強ってこういうことなんじゃないかな。君は今自分の身がどこにあるかも、何が起こっているかも、この先どんなことが起きるかもまるでわからないで言ってみればおじさまたちと同じ状況だ。でも勉強して賢くなればどんなに困ったことが起きたって何をすれば一番いいのかわかるんだ。
This kid is
それは絶
freaking
対に悪いことじゃない。
Siddhartha.
それが勉強。
おじさま、驚かせてごめん。僕だよ。
この水桶、シャゲでうまく収まらないわ。ときめかない。
修理に出して
This voice actor sounds familiar to
私がや
me.
っておくから。
いらっしゃいしたら。
わからないことがあったら何でも聞いてね。
こうしてしたら学者一家のもとで勉学に励み。
A scholarly household. I mean, yeah, she kind of honestly lucked out, all things considered, as much as a slave can. How they try to make me feel all good with a montage about slaves being put to work, being forced to work. I wonder who's teaching him. He's already so smart. How much time has passed?
とても綺麗です奥様。
ありがとう。でもまだ気が引けるわね。
何をおっしゃいます。今日は藻が明けて初めてハマムへ行く日。さっぱりしてお化粧して髪と手をヘナで染めてよその奥様とたくさんおしゃべりしてください。
はい、今度連れて行ってあげるわね。したら
天にあるもの地にあるすべてはアラー。おじさまの読書とまだなんか違う。今度もう一度教えてもらおう。
母様、お話が。母様は
ファーティマ奥様はハマムへ出かけられました。聞いてないんですか？
あれって今日だっけ？
勉強のこと以外頭にないの。
だからさ、君髪も隠さずに部屋から出てくるなんて。
私まだ子供だって言ってるじゃありませんか。それにムハンマド坊ちゃん
He's only 12!
そんなおひげもない方で女部屋に入ったところで何の問題が？
僕は子供じゃない。君から見ても僕は幼稚かな。
I mean, I guess back then, 12-year-olds were becoming kings of entire countries.
先生って法学
Law
そう
teacher.
父様が生前に紹介してくれたカマルッティーン先生だ。でも最近考え方が違うと感じる時が、踏み込んだ質問をしてもはっきり答えてくださらない。
Oh?
それを理解するには君はあまりにも経験が浅い。
僕は旅に出ようと思う。ニーシャプールへ行って高名な先生を訪ね
Coming of
てみ
age
たい。
world
そ
tour.
れだけじゃなく、いずれ
Pilgrimage
他の都市も巡ってイスラムだけでなくあらゆる知恵と出会いたい。真理を探して。
That is pretty darn open-minded.
それが学者だった父様が僕に望んだ道だと思う。
ご立派ですね。じゃあ私洗い物があるから失礼します。
How does she feel hearing that, though? It's like she just got a reality check about
天
how
にあるもの、地にあるもの、
she
全
wouldn't be
て
able
は
to
アラーの
do
属性。
anything like that, even if she wanted to, because of the differing
私がどんなに
circumstances.
勉
Oh,
強
here
し
we
ても
go.
ムハンマド様には追いつけないのよね。
Oh, no, I think she means that more on a personal level. Like she admires him truly and wants to be able to reach his level so that they can be, so that he can notice her or they can be equals.
母様、行ってまいります。
学者だった父様に恥じないよう
Oh, where's he
励
going?
む
お体に気を
He's
つけ
already
て。
leaving for a long-term thing?
では行ってきます。
途中まで送ろう。
おじさまありがとう。ちょっと待ってて。君、
What? He doesn't even call
文
her
字
by
は
her
まだ
name?
読めないんだっけ。
ええ、
そっか。じゃあ手紙を書く。僕が将来先生になった時、君みたいな小さな子にも伝えられるように、できるだけ簡単な言葉で。
練習
だから君は勉強して母様に読んで差し上げるんだ。いいね。したら
Wait, does his mother not
こ
know
れ
how
か
to
ら
read?
も学ぶことをやめないでね。
かしこまりました。
じゃあ行ってきます。
I don't think that would be the case, would it?
後に高名な学者となるトゥースの少年ムハンマド。
Spoiler alert!
一人の奴隷の少女した二人が顔を合わせたのは生涯これが
What? No way. 8 years later.
慈悲深く慈
So
愛
they're
を
never
招
gonna
き
see each
花
other
の
again? Wait, what the heck? She looks the same. This art style.
ツムールドさん。
きっと町の外に偵察に行くのね。何でも武装した遊牧民が近くに現れたんですって。あの中に私の弟もいる
Oh,
のよ。
her little
もう
brother.
ずっと会っていないけど、
へえ、
私とミハイルはずっと西の国で生まれたの。海の近くでね、夕日が沈むとき、綺麗な紫色に
Mikhail.
染
I
まる
don't
ん
know
だ。
what etymology that name is. I feel like I should.
海を見るのは好きだったな。
したら
Like Russia?
手紙を読んでもらえるかしら。
Oh, so the mom can read.
いつものお部屋ですね。
あらあら、あんなに喜んで。
では、母上おじ上、家を出てこの8年、私は哲学、数学、
I can't believe she's 8 years older. It looks exactly the
ニーシ
same.
ャプールは著名な学者たちの集う大きな都市です。例えばファドルティン・ダマード先生からはイブン・スイーナーの築いた医学をご教授いただきました。教えられたことをただ模倣する類の神学とは違い、
You
科
simply
学は
parrot
学者
what
たち
you
の
are
実地の
taught.
経験に基づいた知性です。私にはこ
こち
ちらの方が
らの方が好
好
ましく思います。それからあの小さな星シタラが耳を貸すなら、エウクレイデスやプトレマイオスを教えてあげてくだ
It's
さい。
making me think of Orb.
ついていらっしゃい。
Library? Oh, is that a telescope I see?
ありがとうございます。
Oh
貴重
no.
な写本を。
いいのよ。すべてのイスラム教徒は
Wait, if seeking knowledge is the duty of every Muslim, how come the mom
学者
can't
だっ
read?
た夫もそう教えていたわ。エウクレイデスの言論ならあそこよ。
Yeah, she even like knows like the titles of books and famous scholars and where the books are. How does she not know how to read herself?
点とは部分のないもの。線とは幅のない長さ。線の端は点である。なんだか当たり前のことが大行に書かれていますが。
当たり前のことがなぜ当たり
She
前
just
な
started
のか。
reading
一つ一つ事例を重ねて
immediately in this
普遍
dark
的な
ass
定理
room.
を証明するの。難しい？
I would think she would just take the book somewhere else
こ
and
の
read
知
it
識の
there.
使い道が全然わからなくて。
それじゃあもうちょっと面白い本を。
What is with her fingers?
先生術協定の書。
Okay, there is no way the mom does not know how to read.
ほら、ここを見て。
地球の直径は2163と3分の1ファルサ。年収は6800ファルサ。この人は地球の端まで行ったのですか？
まさか
Mm,
そんなことはできない。
calculations.
地平上の
Science,
ある地点の
bitch.
山頂と地球の中心で直角三角形を作れば地球の半径がわかるというわけ。
頂上
地面に落ちた影の角度から地球の円周を計算する方法も。
When did I don't know when they first the world history first measured Earth.
どれも言論にある普遍的な知識から導き出され。どう？面白いかしら。焦げてるよ。
Whoa, what's going on? Oh, that was a interesting transition.
最近こんな失敗ばかり。
ごめんなさいアニーさん。
あのね、奴隷にもいろんな仕事があって、中には教養を身につけて、主人は
In order to entertain their master.
場合によっては解放の約束をもらえることだってもあんまり期待しない方がいいと思うな。自分じゃ何も決められないの、私たち。
That's so
人じゃな
sad.
くて所有物なのよ。
君たちちょっと集まってくれ。
ズムルドも呼んでくれる？
どうしたんです？
我らがトゥース軍が遊牧民に敗れた。
Oh, that's very
天への祈りの報いは慈悲ではなく炎の
kind of poignant
花の
timing.
代わりに火花が降り出し、そして
Because they were talking about being slaves, but like the whole thing about slaves is kind of like, you know, the victors decide history, so everybody's a slave when once they get conquered by someone else. I'm trying to keep up with this. Wow, this guy he looks very different, his character design. Like almost like a whole different art style, but also still kind of similar to Tezuka. Alright everybody, that was Jaadugar, a witch in Mongolia, season 1 episode 1, all that is in the heavens and all that is in the earth. That was a pretty solid first episode, but I think we'll probably prefer to consider this one and the next one as the premiere, since they both aired on the same day. I feel like they kind of did some good exposition, but yeah, there was kind of a more oomph needed, and I'm guessing that's gonna happen in the second episode. But yeah, it's interesting. I said it a lot already, but the closest thing I can compare this to is like some kind of Tezuka series. Like now that I think about it a little bit more too, it does kind of remind me of the Buddha series too that he did, because I think there was kind of a melodrama aspect to it, that the line where in this episode where they're like, oh, they'll never see each other face to face again, felt very like historical epic melodrama, like Siddhartha never parting ways with his previous life or something, and never seeing so and so friend ever again in his life or something like that, you know, just like very fatalistic narration as well. But yeah, that was interesting. The setting is interesting too, like the slavery stuff is being handled pretty well, I think, in terms of like it's nuanced, right? It's not just a modern day view. They're able to portray it in like from the frame of reference of being in that time, and like it was such a ubiquitous thing that you kind of, the people who are victimized by it can't just keep seeing it as this thing that's horrible. They kind of have to live with it, so they have to like find the good and bad out of it. So like that one slave Anis was saying, like some of them actually end up being freed if they work hard enough, but it's all contingent on the fancy of their slave master. So that's not necessarily something you can like hope for or expect. So you kind of just have to live your life, I don't know, in some kind of temperance or something. Then of course at the end there, like I said earlier, it had an interesting development by taking that kind of topic even further, because now the people who are enslaving others, like we can see here too that Anis, I forget the blonde-haired woman's name already, the blonde-haired woman and Sitar here, they all look like they're slaves taken from like different countries almost. So it's kind of making a point how the people who are the slave masters in this scenario have conquered multiple countries to take slaves from them, so very imperialistic. But now at the end here, their army just got defeated by I think the Mongolians, so now they're about to become the victims. So yeah, it's poignant depiction of world history here, and it's going to be interesting to see where it goes. We got the educational aspect in it too that kind of reminds me of Orb on the movements of the earth, but the story is named after, or it calls the main character here a witch. So yeah, I'm not sure if actual kind of like magical or supernatural elements are going to come into play, or more if it's more like she is going to inadvertently establish this kind of mystique as a witch to others just because the knowledge that she exhibits from, you know, just pure learning is going to come off as like witch-like knowledge. So yeah, those are our immediate thoughts on episode 1 here. Since we have the next one available to us right now, I think we're going to go ahead and just jump right into the next one because yeah, my interest and curiosity are definitely piqued. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let me know what your thoughts on this episode were, what you think of the story so far, where you think it's going to go. Thanks for watching this time around. Feel free to subscribe to be up to date with the next release. Until then, peace out, everybody.